live from New York. Not really. Panic here. Sort of live, sort of not. I'm doing this live, but you're not going to watch this while it's live because it's going to take me like an hour to upload this video to YouTube, so I'm exaggerating a little bit. But hey, welcome to another edition of Panic Uncracked. I am your host, Chris Panic, coming to you live, unscripted, unhinged, unglued. Don't have any cool lands besides, some random Lorwyn lands that are just floating around that I need to sort. Again, to my right, not the house band, just large amounts of cards that need to get sorted. A lot of stuff from my past videos and such. Just got a new binder. I'm dropping stuff. You don't see that. That's why this camera stays fixed. All right. So, hot off the presses. I just got back from my game store. Shout out to Xander's, who I've called out or shouted out before. I managed to get a box of the Secrets of Strixhaven. Trying to think of any good puns and everything else. I wish I did write scripts, but I don't. What mysteries are held in here? What kind of clues and secrets will we unravel? Come on, most of us know. If you're watching this video, you know what's in the set. The Mystical Archives and some of the other cards look like total gas. There's definitely things I want for some of my Commander decks. Actually, while I was playing Commander today, I grabbed a couple play boosters, and I've already grabbed a couple cards that are going to go in some decks of mine. Man, the set releases are getting crazy. There's so many of them, so fast. Lorwyn barely finished. I think I have another Ninja Turtles I could probably do for everybody. But I did want to get my hands on one of these and see what we get here. So the Harry Potter set of Magic, that's what Strixhaven is. The School of Guilds. I also, not only did I pick this up, but I also picked up a play booster box, which I may crack on camera. I also got the Silver Quill Commander deck, which I'm turning my head and looking at right now. I'm going to pick up the Witherbloom one as well. If you haven't heard me mention or anything, I'm a Golgari player at heart. Green, black all the way, everybody. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time rambling because nobody's here to listen to me ramble. Old man talks to himself in his apartment. You want to watch me crack the packs. So I don't want to say how much I paid for this, but you gotta get the idea of how much these things are. So I don't know what kind of EV I'm going to get. I don't know how many views I'm going to get. I appreciate anybody who says anything cool and all that stuff, Nobody has to do anything. I'm unsponsored. No Patreons, no nothing. No knocks on anybody who does that. I'm just being me. And what you see is what you get. Heck, I didn't even get a new playmat for this set. I just decided to keep the Vendilion click going. Also, just a reminder that damn, Grand Prix Las Vegas in 2015 was 11 years ago. Don't forget the 1990s were just 10 years ago. That joke only applies for old guys like me. All right, so let's destroy some value here. All right, that's definitely $100 off right there. I'm definitely already losing here. Let's pull these out. Let's have some fun. This set looks like a banger. Like, it looks good. There's so many good cards. I mean, I wouldn't say all reserve list cards, but the Ancestral Recall on the character, the Wheel of Fortune, even a tutor. My God, there's so much good stuff in here. It's amazing. I actually kind of like it. I think it's a little strange, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain much. Let me sort things out. Let me keep the packs somewhat visible on camera so you can actually see that I'm not doing any kind of boondoggling or anything like that. So I don't know much about Harry Potter, but this looks like one of the professors, right? Somebody let me know if I'm wrong. I've only seen like one Harry Potter movie, so I can't comment a whole lot. Is there no pull tab on this? What? It's also a little crimpled, but I don't really care. It's making me a little nervous. I mean, I joke about losing value here, but just watch me like rip this totally incorrectly. I might have to pull out the scissors for the set. Acting like it's Final Fantasy and everything. Noob alert. You know what? I should just use the machete. Haven't pulled that out since Duskmorn. If only we get a really cool Halloween set at the end of the year. That'd be kind of neat. I do miss Duskmorn. That set was so fun. All right, let's get this going. I don't know what to expect here as far as opening these packs. I've only watched one unboxing video so far, and I kind of just skimmed it, so I can't act like you know, I did a really good job at watching any of these. All right, so let's take a look at some of the cards. I do like when I go the classic route here, the commons, then the uncommons, and then the rares and everything else. Unlike some of the other previous sets where all the rares and everything were up first. Tomekeeper, the Procrastination Frog. Oh my god, it is fun. The Rearing Embermare. I never said I could pronounce things correctly here. The Banemaker. Nice little classic shade pump effect. Root Manipulation. And here we go. One of the first cards in the set with the Prepared spell. This one, your classic combat trick here. And it's kind of neat. Some of the cards have repeatable prepare effects while some others don't. But this one we got is an uncommon, Poisoner's Apprentice. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about every one of these commons, uncommons. This is what everybody wants to see, right? The Mystical Archives. This is why, you know, I tried to be a little bit financially responsible, but I knew I had to get my hands on some of this set. You know, I remember from the first Strixhaven set, the Mystical Archives were gas. Great art. On a lot of instant sorceries, always good things to have. And I knew they weren't going to, you know, deny us any of those in this set here. So the first one I'm seeing here, Bitter Triumph, uncommon with the alt art, kind of like Lorwyn, where we had alternate art that was cool on some of the uncommons. I love these kind of effects, by the way. Like this one in particular, I'm not crazy about it, but I love the sack and draw 2 cards. This one's not too bad. 2 mana to destroy a creature or planeswalker. You know. All right. Oh, and then we got another one. I don't know if this is going to be the trend here, but Pick Your Poison. Not bad. And a foil one as well. All right. I'll set those aside somewhere down here. Cool little forest here. Kind of neat little take on it. I don't want to comment too much because I'm just going to sound like an idiot. Behind said forest, we got Cauldron of Essence. It's going to bring back some trauma from Agatha's Soul Cauldron for some folks. But a nice little Aristocrats effect on a Golgari card. The set's definitely interesting. It changes some of the color pies and some of the color combinations. You know, like there's a Soul Sister in Golgari. That's quite interesting. All right, Cauldron of Essence, followed by, we got Rutha, Mastering the Moment. Good old Orc Sorcerer. Behind there, we got Echo Casting Symposium. The Paradigm mechanic is definitely quite interesting. We'll get to another card and we can talk about it, but you know, you can have some interesting what they've done with some of the cards here, because I've noticed this. You know, it says target player creates a token now, so you're getting some options now. So if you want to, you know, get political in your commander games, you now have some options. So you can use this spell to create a token copy for somebody else. But it's going to be a copy of a creature you control. This card in particular, I'm starting to think about, might have some neat little effects. Like if you ran like Flage or something, you know, and you hard cast it on your turn, and then you cast this to make a copy of that for your opponent, enters the battlefield. Ta-da! Okay. I don't know how... I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the EV or anything on some of the Japanese showcase cards. But I'll tell you this. I can't read Japanese, so I have no idea what card this is. It's like Fractured Mind, Vindicate, I don't know. Behind here we have Applied Geometry, and then behind that we have... What? Okay, that makes sure that's still visible here. I'm going to have to slide these up a little. Keep my camera frame going. Like, what the heck is this art? Repel Calamity. Okay, so in my piles of cards over here, I'm looking at Mabel sitting here. So I'm like, man, do they have a throwback to Bloomborough in this set? That's kind of cool. All right. Art cards we'll set over here. If you couldn't tell, everybody, I'm already having some fun. All right. No pull tab. It's not really crimped at the top, so a little bit easier to open. I did not have to use the scissors this time. Rip and ship. I'm thinking of all these jokes and everything in the back of my head right now, and I can't remember what it was where the game, you take a pack, you just rip it, and then you look and see what it is. All right, so Studious First Year with the Rampant Growth over here in the spell side. Lorecaster, Melancholic Poet, Repartee, basically another take on Heroic. Stone Docket, Docent. Oh my god, dude. I gotta retire soon, I swear to god. Oh, okay, cool. I haven't looked at a lot of the cards here, but hey, we got another one to prepare a creature that's been unprepared. And I'm trying to look at this art up close here, and something's flying up there. You know, the bird from the owl from Hogwarts. Pigment Wrangler, good old. Okay, that's an interesting name. All right, and a combat trick. Well, not really a copy spell. Group project. And get into some of the mystical archives. We got Shared Roots, followed by cute giant growth with a squirrel here and foil. All right, and then from there we got ourselves a mountain, and behind said mountain is, all right, we got ourselves a land, Shattered Sanctum. Behind there we have Fury Gale Flocking. Interesting effect. Okay, so 8 mana. Of course, it's going to get reduced by cards in your graveyard. For each opponent, create 2/3/3 blue and red elemental tokens with flying. And they get haste. You don't have to sacrifice them at the end of combat. Yeah, so it seems like an okay card. I don't know. All right, and then the Hogwarts Owl, the Bird Bard, Stirring Hope Singer. And then we got Bring the Light here. I remember when this came out in the Battle for Zendikar block. Foil treatment as well, not bad. And we got our first Emeritus. This one is the Emeritus of Truce. Foil, extended art with the Swords to Plowshares spell that it can cast. It's kind of interesting. Like, it's like they're printing cards within cards. Like, you know, these Merituses or whatever, and all the other creatures in this set, like, I guess it's fitting with a school of mages, but the characters in the game, the character cards have spells tied into them, so they can cast their own spells. So you're casting spells that are casting spells, and eventually we're going to have spells that are casting spells that are casting spells. And I'm going to stop there. And nice little 3/3 to fit the Flocking, the Elemental. And it's gone. Oh my god. These things write themselves, I swear. Invoke Calamity. That's what I'm doing on this channel, everybody. Hey, we got a Streets of Capenna Rogue here. I mean, it's not quite, but it looks like one of them. All right. Okay, not so much damage or anything to note here. For some reason, in my brain, I thought I seen, like, a crease on there. Wild Hypothesis. I always love that Surveil is evergreen now. They finally got a good mechanic for Dimir, and it was so good that every card had to have it. Archaic, blah, blah, blah. Shopkeep. Let's skim through these quickly. Zamone. Prismari Charm, interesting one. Double Charm, look at that. And we got a spell. I don't know what it is, but we have a spell. I'll set this aside and then, like, okay. I'll set this one aside too, but I think this one's Lightning Bolt, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. This isn't Lightning Bolt. What the heck? Noob alert. Super noob. I'm gonna set the Japanese cards aside. All right, we got ourselves a Plains, very shiny, very very shiny. Behind there we have choreographed sparks. The spell can't be copied. Interesting, very interesting. All right, turbulent fen. Wait, interesting. So I haven't been paying as much attention as I should have to spoilers. This is also a commander card, but this land enters tapped unless your opponents control 8 or more lands. I have to make an assumption here that this counts all of your opponents. So, you know, if it's like turn 5, you have 3 opponents and everybody's got, you know, 4 or 5 lands. This works, right? Or even like turn 3? 3, 6, 9? Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. All right, let's keep moving here. You're not here to listen to me ramble. You just want to see if anything crazy happens in these pools. Suspend aggression. Oh, and we got ourselves a big score. I mean, kind of a medium score, I'd say, but definitely a good card. Always these kind of things. Discard, draw 2, and then create treasures, like spells that replenish themselves. It's something. This looks crazy, and it is crazy, but I don't know what it is. I don't think there's anything special behind there. Just a spirit token. 3/2 spirit. And the rogue, which we looked at a little earlier. We're going to set this one here. I'm going to have to access the archives after this one and try to figure out what a lot of these cards are. I swear to God, everybody, I've been playing Magic a long time. I'm not claiming to be a pro like I used to be on Channel Fireball or anything like that. I do pay a lot of attention, but I just forgot. But I also, I don't know. I don't know if I can be expected to remember all these. This looks like a banger, so I'm going to hope so at least. Let's zoom in here. And let's zoom in to the top loader. Proper care, everybody. And I say that right as I drop it face forward. All right, we'll set that there, right? The eyes there a little bit on that little fairy. I always think of this mat, and it's just like, man, remember when Dillion Click used to be a good card? Remember when Bitter Blossom was banned in Modern? Yeah. Remember when a 2/1 for 1 was good? Yeah. 2/1 with no special effects. Remember when Tarmogoyf was good? Oh, those were the days. All right, Embrace the Paradox, Send in the Pest, Rubble Rouser, Fields of Strife, Group Project, Environmental Scientist. When it enters, search for basic land, blah, blah, blah. Kind of cool. Snar, Unfinished Genius. And Mystical Archives, we have Zombify. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, okay, cool. I got a foil Sleight of Hand. Showcase. Okay. I don't know how good that is. I'm going to set this one aside too, because I'm probably going to pop this in one of my decks. All right. Then we got a Swamp. So I think so far we've gotten one of each color. Was it my last Lorwyn box or the one before that? When I swear, maybe it was Ninja Turtles. I can't remember, but I've barely seen any blue. All right. Behind the Swamp, we have Splatter Technique. Behind there, we have Lorehold Archivist. And then Storm Carved Coast. And the Crop Rotation. Kind of neat little art there. It reminds me of some Egyptian hieroglyphics. Kind of cool. All right, Crop Rotation. Nice. Ooh, and Moseo, Vane's New Dean. One of the guys I was playing today with Commander, this is going to be his next Commander. It seems kind of cool. Actually, also is very interesting because, you know, he's creating green-black pests. And I'm sure his color identity is Golgari, but I guess TBD. We'll see how that all goes. Set those aside. Oh, and look at this pretty... It is pretty neat looking, this fractal token with a spirit. The red-white artifact reminds me of the Varnished Heart. Some of this art... This is reminding me of Theros a little bit. Interesting. Okay. I don't know where I've been setting the tokens. We'll just, my piles are everywhere, everybody. If only you could see the cards on the side here. There's a reason everything stays hidden, including my face. There's some things that just do not need to be seen. All right, Inspired Sky Painter was the art card we have here. Interjection. Follow the Lumerits. God dang it. Run Behind. Send in the Pest. Environmental Scientist. Tester of the Gentil. Oh my god, I gotta stop. I'm not even gonna tell you what time of night it is that I'm doing this. I know it was also a long day of Magic. Vibrant Outburst, and then Hop to It, the good old classic from Bloomborough, followed by Locust Spray. And then we got a mountain. I'm trying to think. I think blue is the island is the only one we haven't seen so far. All right, behind here we got Antiquities on the Loose. Nev, the Practical Dean. The Harmonized Trio with the Brainstorm here. Tap 2 untapped creatures to prepare this thing, and then Brainstorm. This is actually pretty cracked a card. I mean, 1 blue. I mean, it's always about like how the low CMC on some of them, but 1 blue, and then if you, it's going to actually no, it doesn't enter prepared. So you're going to have to tap 2, play this, get 2 other creatures, tap it to Brainstorm. It's a little controlled, but still pretty dang good. I don't know, something. I don't know. We'll set that there. And a foil Antiquities on the Loose. Okay, so we got a double Antiquities. Not bad. Ooh. We'll set that there. Flub. This is interesting. Oh, I got to reframe. It's kind of cool art there. Not bad. Pretty neat. All right, next pack. Kind of stop counting of where things are at. I'll try to see if I can think of a cool little game. Hey, the Frog Lizard token from God, I forgot what the spell was, but Rabbit Hybridization from Gatecrash. I haven't seen this lizard token since Gatecrash, but I know it's probably been printed before. Tenured Concoder, Stadium Title Mage, Rancorous Archaic, Chase Inspiration, Quandrix Charm, Garrison Excavator, Foolish Fate, followed by some Japanese card. I think this is, I don't know if it was a smallpox. No, this isn't smallpox. Japanese card, then another Japanese card. I almost feel like I should be able to guess what this is based on the art. We'll set that aside as well. Hey, and there's a Plains. Just looking for the island. Let's set the commons and commons down. And behind the Plains, we got Mind into Matter, Simic, draw cards, and put X from your hand on the battlefield. Gorma, the Gullet, lifelink, 1/1. When the creature you control dies, gets 1/1 counter. So Aristocrats and Golgari. Seems like it could be fun. The Traumatic Cauldron, followed by, ooh, this is pretty, Dismember. Good old classic. I'll probably penny sleeve that one. Nah, I'll do it later. Vassalin Scavenger, Bind to Life, and then the Boar. The Boar. Okay. I'm going to run out of space here, everybody. So I got to go do some research and find out what some of these cards are. I think we're at the halfway mark because I got, again, another crimped pack. So these were the ones in the front row. And I opened this one a lot easier than the last one, so that's kind of good. I'm going to crack up at the top here because it did not open down here perfectly, so I don't want to pull these out and have any kind of mishaps, you know, any kind of mental missteps. Okay, I'm done. Okay, Oracles, Restoration, Cheerful, Osteomancer, with Raised Dead on it too. Not bad. It's kind of cool. Throw this in. We have 5 mana open. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to ramble about it. the Page, the Summit, Orisa Tide Choreographer. Archaic, Molten Note, Burst Lightning. Okay, one of these is Burst Lightning. Okay. Then Return the Favor. You know, Spree, obviously this is a Thunder Junction reprint. And there's a Forest. Still haven't seen the island yet. I got a few more packs left to see if I can get there. Math Magics. Oh boy, this one was famous. I remember when it was first spoiled. One of the first cards, I think, from the set was spoiled. The art's definitely interesting. The weird spirally, like, hedge maze thing. But also the the crazy math. I mean, just trying to read this thing. It's like target player draws 2 times X cards, or 2 to the power of X or whatever. I didn't do good at math, but it really is just like you pay XX. That's how many cards you draw. But it looks more complicated than it is. Ijano Dynastorium. Oh my god, I gotta stop. Magma Blood Archaic, followed by some Japanese card that I don't know what it is. And a Moment of Reckoning. Choose up to 4. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I see. I get it now. Like, you can destroy like 4 creatures for 7 mana, or return things from your graveyard to the battlefield. This could be a pretty good like reanimator spell. It is expensive as hell though. Fractal Token, Inkling. All right, let's keep moving through these packs. So I ain't got all day. I still got to sleeve up a lot of these, and then, you know, try to list a bunch of them for sale if possible, you know, depending. Trying to make some of my money back so I can buy more of this cardboard crack. But man, it's getting hard keeping up with these set releases. Rehearsed Debater, Hungry Garaphalon, Adventurous Eater, Deluge Virtuoso, Garrison Excavator, Foolish Fate, Quandrix Charm, and then that's definitely Hop to it. And not quite sure what this is, but it looks special here. That's getting sleeved. Okay. I feel lost and, I don't know, inadequate as a host, everybody. I should know what all these cards are. I should be a total pro expert at this. Although if I was, I'd probably be getting paid for this. But I'm not. I'm doing this just for the fun of it. Alright, let's top loader that bad boy. Alright, 2 etched cards. If you couldn't hear the excitement in my voice. So, yeah. Pensive Professor. Followed by Noctamoon Lore Spinner. Reminds me of something from Amonkhet. Jackal, the Kenra. This one has the Wheel of Fortune on it. This might be good in my winter deck, actually. Actually, yeah. Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I'm going to put that aside because I'm definitely going to play that. Nita Forum Consulate. Jessica's Will. All right. Great card. Bracket 4 or whatever. Game changer. I probably won't be playing this in any of my decks. This is getting sleeved. The Traumatic Cauldron. And cool art card here. A Chroma's Will. I don't think I've seen one of those, so now I have the art card to tell me what it is. I will know better next time. All right, Jessica's Will going into the sleeve. As it was willed. Okay. I should probably start writing scripts for this stuff. It's just super easy. Like, I almost wanted to do some kind of teaser on effects and stuff like that, like my soundboard, or, you know, dangle the box with strings so you can see, hey, I've invested in new VFX for everybody so I can look cool. Tackle Artist, Dig Site Inventory, Hungry Graphalon, Wilt in the Heat, Arnin Deathbloom interesting Aristocrats card, but it only counts creatures with toughness 1 or less. Harsh annotation, the additive evolution, and then everybody's favorite Monstrous Rage, the bane of standard players for, I don't know, a couple years at least. Repel Calamity. Hey, it's the Maven. Or not Maven, Mabel. Why did I say Maven? Oh my god, my brain. Hey, there's the plains. Or the island. You can say it, everybody. Panic, go to bed. Just go to bed. Alright, there's our island. So we've gotten all the colors represented now. Traumatic Critique. Turbulent Springs. Emeritus of Truce, which is this is the second one that we've opened in this box. Cool. No complaints from me. Veil of Summer. I remember when this came out. And then we have a Maelstrom Artisan with a Rocket Volley. 5 mana, get a 3/2 with haste and destroy a non-basic land. Okay. And the good old Inkling token with the Spirit. All right. Set that aside. Just a few more packs left to go. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my voice. Losing my train of thought. And if you were watching earlier, I lost a card. It's still on the floor. I haven't picked it up. It was just a token, so not the end of the world. I do try to do this very carefully. You know, go watch my past videos if you want. You can see. I try hard. Honorbound Page, Terramorphic Expanse, Oracle's Restoration, Elite Interceptor, Stirring Honormancer. Okay, interesting. Teacher's Pest. Her. All right, Emil, Vaslin's Roamer. And I swear I recognize, I mean, obviously it's a flashback cost. It seems, I don't think I'm going to be able to guess what this is, but we'll set this aside in the other Japanese cards to figure out later. The good old classic Giant Growth. And then we got a Forest. And behind there, we have the Petrified Hamlet. Brass Infiniscope. Okay, tap, add 2 colorless. When you cast a spell with X and its mana cost, you draw a card and gain half X life. Okay. I played against a guy. There's a guy in my play group. He's got a commander, and it doubles all X effects. This probably is cool for that. Practice Offense. Empty the Warrens. Your good old classic Storm card. And then behind there we have the Dreamroot Cascade. This is one of the fast lands, right? Or no, not a fast land, but yeah. And interesting, we got a contract token, foil one. Oh yeah, the goat effect, sort of, and a Pegasus token. All right, you know, I'm definitely kind of stoked about this. I'd love to open more of this set, but I think time will tell. Let's see if I can maintain financial responsibility or not. We'll see. Probably would have been better just not to buy this, but hey, I'm a cardboard crack addict. I can't lie. Spellbook Seeker, Terramorphic Expanse, Glorious Decay, Johnny's Response, Eternal Student, Graduation Day, Fractalize, I don't know, Brainstorm, don't know, to be determined. Good old classic Spell Pierce, and then a Mountain, followed by Together as One, Defiling Demagoth, Berta, the Wise Extrapolator, and Prismatic Ending. Nice little beautiful foil version of that. And okay, the Archmage of Emeritus, which special guests only. This is the only special guest I think we've seen in this video, in this box. It's kind of cool. All right, and yeah, just an art card. Zealous Lorecaster. All right, last pack. What kind of magic are we going to have in here? I mean, we got a treasure token, so that's already pretty good. I can't complain. Potioner's Trove, Quick Steady, Masterful Flourish, Pursue the Past, Emo, Kiril, Stirring Honormancer, Disdainful Stroke, Royal Treatment, and to close it out, we got an island. End video, everybody. Blue OP. Okay, Arc of Hunger, Leitmotif Composer, Joined Researchers, some X spell in white, and a foil Harmonized Trio. Not bad. And to close out, we got an Elemental token and that treasure, which we've seen. Interesting treasure art, too. Doesn't even look like a treasure. It looks like some kind of, like, artifacts, like teleporter or something. I don't know. All right. Well, no complaints. I think probably, I'm only going to guess that these are going to be the biggest hits in this video. Don't know what these are. I'm going to have to look them up. And then I got a bunch of Japanese cards that I need to translate. I did not keep my pile super well together. But I'm going to get all these sleeved up and see where it goes. You know, some of these are going to go in decks. Some of these are going to end up going on sale in hopes of, you know, buying more cards. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Panic out.